Okay, a few people have been asking to have a look at the ARDV1 in HF mode. Some time back, we looked at the ARDV1, looking at its abilities in DMR mode. So we were not so much just DMR, but as you can see here, you've got D-Star, C4FM, DMR, DCR, DPMR, so PMR, P25. What's the in? Look that one up. Sorry, FM, etc. So here's our modes, and of course, as you go through, one of the things that a lot of us, and especially myself, I'm a bit of a HF sort of guy. One of the biggest complaints I get from our club members is get up some decent VHF, UHF antennas, which we've got. Get this brand new ASL rotators ready to go up. We've got brand new antennas from WIMO in Germany, some cross beams for 270 ready to go up. We've got B26 Cushcrafts ready to go up, but they don't work well in the shed. So my VHF UHF experience needs some work, and as time and energy sort of comes back, sort of certainly it's on the cards. Okay, have a listen to this. So this is the ARDV1, and where my lighting is really average where I've got this actually. Hang on, let me just move this over a little bit more. Yeah, sorry about that. I just realised terrible lighting there. Now I normally use my prize radio, the ICOM IC7850, as the 40 metre, just having a bit of a chat to the boys. But I just thought we'll have a listen to the net this morning, which is Ron, VK3 AHR. And he'll be chatting away to, an average of probably 40 people a day. He absolutely... Now, that sounds like Gary in the background there, 3HIG, I think. Known Gary for a lot of years. Oh, it may not be. It might be Lee, actually. Sorry, this one's just a little bit in the noise at the moment, so it is a little bit harder to hear. Now, I haven't done a lot on HF with the DV1, but I remember they have quite a few different functions with DSP, and that's not showing it very well there. Is it push for DS? Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, no, I won't even try to show you things I haven't been playing with. But picking up a little bit of noise here on HF at the moment. I'll just turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, picking up a little bit of noise on HF at the moment, and that's something internally happening here. So I'm equally seeing that on the 7850 as well right now, and 40. I've got to track that down. We live on a country property here, and there's generally not too much noise at all. But as we just move around, I don't know if there... Oh, sorry, hang on. Now, there's another thing too. Hit enter after you hit mode. Get yourself out of the... Oh, and that might have been why we were having trouble here. Hold that one. No. Come on. I thought there was a way that went into... Trying to remember how you do that. There was a way to get into DSP. Anyway, we'll worry about that after. Now, Ron, going to come back? He might be just logging call signs. There we go. Just so you know, we're just running a horizontal dipole, one of the English Innovation rotatable dipoles up at about 70 odd feet. Yeah, no, that's receiving quite well actually. Right, so let's just have a little look. If we go, I'm just going up in 10 kcs now. Obviously need to change that split a bit there. This is most definitely going to miss a lot of stations. And I would say that is the function step button, isn't it? Oh, yep, there it is, function step. So let's go down to something that makes more sense. I would say down to 1 kilohertz and hit enter. Right, now I'll just change hands here. A little bit ambidextrous here. Yeah, that's better. All right, so now we can hear everything that's going on with. So basically, all these secondary functions, squelch, step, clock, program, AGC, priority, group stuff, conference edit, blah blah blah. The DV1 is definitely a read the manual radio. I must admit, look, they really are a little complex in some areas of setup, but once you get it set up and you've got it, especially with hotspots and things like that, if you are looking to do anything to do with DMR, C4FM, D-Star, etc., yeah, look, not difficult to set up, just a little bit of mucking around just to do so. Now, I'm just wondering, that's clear. If I go function, no, I was thinking the IF bandwidth might have been there. Oh, sorry, wrong one. So IF bandwidth there. Aha, there we go. Right, so here's your filtering. And it gives you 2 options. Okay, fair enough. On sideband, that's probably correct, actually, in some respects. 1.8 to 2.6. Would be nice to see that sort of go out to 4K, of course, for some of the people playing with audio, etc. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be sitting in 2.4, 2.6. So, and sometimes if you out to 3 is nice too. Ron does a great job on this net. He is completely dedicated every day, 24/7. Every morning he's up. Well, he's up before 10, having a chat generally, and he just does such a great job. And I think so good to sort of be able to hear his net and a few signals on the ARDV1. The ARDV1 has been a little bit underestimated. It's been sort of thought of more as a digital tool, and it is. It's extremely good on digital, but I thought it would just show you a little bit about what it does on HF and how HF certainly can be a very positive experience on it. And we're lucky to have Ron here today because it at least gives us consistent signals instead of searching around, which often we need to do if the conditions are not so grand. So absolutely. All right, well, look, this is a very quick look just at the HF operation of the ARDV1. I certainly think it rates extremely well when you compare it to the 7850. I'm not hearing any more on my 7850 than I'm hearing on the ARDV1. Actually, let's show you that. Now, there you go. Now, we're not running any preamp here at the moment. We're just basically listening to Ron just roar, and that's on the 7850 Icon, my absolute favourite radio by a million miles. Look, audio quality in general comparison, I suppose the truth is there's no comparison, but am I hearing everybody on the DV1 that I'm now hearing on the 7850? Absolutely. So, it's all relative, isn't it? All right, well, there you go. Back to the ARDV1 that's now off an antenna and a little bit in the dark here. Really, really nice radio. Very well presented. I would highly recommend, putting one in the shack. By the way, you can change that that setting so that you can have that on all the time, or this is just going into screensaver, almost turning the light off, as you can see, which is probably not a bad idea, if you're not going to be in the room the whole time. Which is probably me. All right. 73's to you. Thanks for having a look at this quick little 10-minute video on the ARDV1 on HF, which is sort of something we should have done last time when we had one sitting on the bench here. This one's brand new in the box, by the way. Just came in, ARDV1. So Don't ask. These things just happen. All right, 73 is all, and I hope you enjoy the HR DV1. Cheers all.